Hi everybody, it's Billie here, and in this video we're going to have a look at transcribing in IPA using the British English IPA sound chart. This video is part 1, so we will start off easy. When we use sound symbols from the IPA to write down what somebody said, we call this a phonetic transcription. And like I said, we will use the chart for British English. The chart looks like this. You can see all the sounds for British English. If this chart is new to you and you want to learn more, have a look at my separate video on the Phonemic Chart. I will link to it in this video. And in this video, I explain it in a lot of detail. But to quickly summarize, the chart is organized into monophthongs, those are the single vowel sounds, diphthongs in orange, the double vowel sounds, and also consonants. Now in total we have 12 monophthongs, 8 diphthongs, 24 consonants, and together that makes 44 sounds. And this chart is the most common one in Europe, I would say, for British English. Most course books and most publishers and websites will use a chart that looks like this with the same symbols, maybe sometimes slightly differently arranged. There's just one little difference. Quite a lot of the newer charts do not include the diphthong or, and that's the one that I'm pointing to here. So you might just see 7 diphthongs and in total 43 sounds. We won't need to use this diphthong in this video. So let's make a start. We're going to transcribe the following sentence. My friend has an elephant. So I've written it down here and there's a little image to illustrate the meaning of the sentence. My friend has an elephant. And we're obviously going to transcribe the sound, what I'm saying. My friend has an elephant. Let's make a start. We're going to start with the word my. My. So we've got 2 sounds here. First. A nasal, it's a consonant. You can see it at the bottom of the chart. My. I is the next sound, and I is one sound, but it is a diphthong. It's a double vowel sound. It looks like 2 separate symbols, but really it is classified as one sound. There's movement here. My. All right. Okay. So first word done. Now there's sometimes a little difference in the way the A, the sound symbol for A is transcribed, and I show you both variations here. It really doesn't matter which one you use, it's the same sound, I. Let's have a look at our next word and just listen to the pronunciation. Friend. Friend. Now, the spelling is not that logical because we've got an I here that we don't really hear. It's just friend. So let's transcribe it. First of all, we have a consonant. It's a fricative. F, f. And then we have fr, fr. So the next one is another consonant. It's r, fr. Next we have fren, fre, a vowel sound, It's a short vowel sound, friend, friend. And then next we have another consonant, a nasal n, friend. And the last one is also consonant, d, friend, friend. When you have a look now at the phonemic transcript for friend, you probably think, well, wouldn't that make much more sense for the spelling? Yes, I think it would. I agree. Unfortunately, the spelling has an I in it. Next, we have the word has, our verb, has. So first of all, h. There we go. Here's our h consonant sound. Has, has, So we've got a vowel sound here. It's quite wide open. It's not the same as in friend. It's has. You have to open your mouth a little bit more. Has, it's an eh. Has. And then the next one, z, has. It's a consonant, it's a voiced fricative. Z, has, has. Right, okay, some of you might now think, wait, is this really what we say? We will get to that in a moment. At the moment, we're just going to transcribe the words individually, and then we'll see what happens when we say them fast in a sentence, and maybe that word will change. Next, we have our article N. N, indefinite article, and the first sound, eh, is a vowel sound. It's actually the same that we just had for has, eh, and then obviously n, so it looks fairly similar to the spelling, N. N. And then we've got the next word, elephant. Elephant. So we'll start with a vowel sound, eh. And next we have a consonant, a lateral, l, l. And then the next one, I know for the spelling there's an e, but listen carefully, elephant. Elephant. It's not quite the same sound as at the start of the word. This is actually an I, elephant. And you just relax everything, make a short sound, I, elephant, elephant. And then the PH is a F sound, that's our fricative, F, elephant. And now listen carefully to the last syllable here, elephant, fund, fund. The next sound, is very short, the very special sound. It's the schwa sound, the central vowel sound. It's a very important sound in English. If you don't know anything about the schwa, watch my other video on the schwa. It's a really important sound. And it pops up here. So elephant, and next we have n, and then we have t, our plosive, unvoiced plosive, elephant. Now this is the first word and also the only word in our little sentence that consists of more than one syllable. So let's just have a look at the syllables. In total we have elephant, elephant. So if you are unsure about the syllables or how to find them, remember you can clap them out. You can also use what I like, robot voice, elephant. There you go, 3 syllables, really easy. If you want to learn more about word stress, watch my other 2 videos on how to find word stress. Now, we have 3 syllables, and in phonemic transcript, you can show the syllable boundary by putting a period mark in between the syllables. Very often you will see this in dictionaries. And then obviously when we have more than one syllable, we also need to decide where to place the main stress. So I'm going to say the word naturally. I want you to listen and tell me where the stress is. Elephant. Elephant. Were you able to hear it? If you're watching this live, you can put it in the chat box. Elephant. Which syllable has the main stress? It is the first syllable. Yes, and if you want to show the stress in a phonemic transcription, what you use is this little mark. It looks a bit like an apostrophe. I've put an arrow to it so you can see it because it's quite small. And you put that at the start of the stressed syllable. So that indicates the next syllable is stressed. And so for us, that is the first syllable, elephant. It's not elephant or elephant. No, it's elephant. All right. So here is our entire little sentence. My friend has an elephant. Now, obviously, we do not really say the sentence word for word. This is a complete sentence, and in natural speech, it would probably sound more like this. My friend is an elephant. My friend is an elephant. Something happens here. Now, we need to have a look here at weak forms. Weak forms are words that are reduced in their vowel sound. That could be a long vowel sound being reduced to a short one. And very, very often, those vowel sound are reduced to a schwa sound, our central vowel sound. Now, why does this happen again? That happens because of the rhythm and sentence stress of English. Some words carry stress. Those are words carrying content and a meaning, and other words do not carry stress. They are unstressed. So if we have a look at the sentence stress using stress bubbles, you can see that two words carry stress in the sentence, and that's friend and elephant, because those words are important. They send the main message. Now, the pronoun my might be a little bit more stressed than has an n, but it doesn't carry the primary stress. But the diphthong I is hardly ever reduced to a schwa. So even though this word isn't stressed, it is not reduced to a weak form. So we have my friend as an elephant. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you can see each of the bubbles represents one syllable. The small bubbles are unstressed syllables, and the big bubbles are stressed syllables. Listen again. My friend has an elephant. So friend and L in elephant have the main stress. The other words, and in particular has and the word N, will be reduced to weak forms. So what's going to happen now is that the vowel sound in both of those words, the E, will be reduced to a schwa, and the words appear in their weak forms. And that looks like this. My friend has an. My friend has an. My friend has an elephant. My friend has an elephant. An elephant. Hopefully you were able to hear the difference. The vowel sound is just shorter, it's not as wide open, and the words obviously aren't stressed. Now, there might even be something else happening here in the word has. We might also drop the h in has. That is possible, and then we have an even more reduced form, is. My friend is an elephant. My friend is an elephant. And you might think, does that not sound like my friend is an elephant? It does almost. Obviously, the verb is usually just reduced to z. My friend's an elephant. However, that wouldn't make a lot of sense, and the context usually explains that this friend is not an elephant, but has an elephant as a pet. So there you go. So let's listen to it one more time. My friend's an elephant. Sorry, I said it wrong now. Once more. My friend is an elephant. My friend is an elephant. Hopefully this was clearer, and hopefully this was helpful. Now, I have a little test for you, and here is a sentence that I think you should try to transcribe. Have a look. I have 2 cats and a dog. Now, there are some weak forms in the sentence. I won't say which words. You can transcribe it word for word, or I would say it naturally and listen carefully what happens, and then see if you can transcribe it showing the weak forms. You can use a phonemic transcript website to transcribe using the symbols because they're not on the keyboard. I will link to one in my description box below, and then put your transcription into the comment section below, and I promise to read over them and give you feedback. Well, hopefully this has been helpful. If you have any questions about transcriptions or transcribing using the IPA, put them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer.